Welcome back to Roundtable, I am Nemo, and today we have some information on everybody's favorite Cartoon Network cartoon, Teen Titans Go. That's right, whether you love or hate this show, it's still on, it's still powering through, and after a theatrical movie and multiple seasons, it doesn't appear to be stopping anytime soon. However, there's some news that just came out that shows that the stigma around Teen Titans Go might be entirely unwarranted. Let me explain. Teen Titans Go was very criticized for the amount of playtime it got on Cartoon Network. The biggest gripe people had about Teen Titans Go is the scheduling. People claim that Cartoon Network scheduled the show way too much, some days having entire blocks, hours long, of just Teen Titans Go and nothing else. And at the time, this was definitely a problem, but on Cartoon Network's end, it was never Teen Titans Go's goal to just dominate the airspace and only have their show shown on Cartoon Network. They were just trying to make a funny show. Despite that, they got faced with most of the criticism, and a lot of people attacked the show directly for this. But honestly, the decision made sense. I mean, Teen Titans Go was the highest rated children's television show at one point, and definitely the highest rated on Cartoon Network. It was this weird time where the show that a majority of the people hated on was just doing incredibly well despite all of the negative criticism. The show was resonating with kids specifically and growing a huge fan base. So of course Cartoon Network was going to air it a lot. Despite this, the hype eventually died down, and although Teen Titans Go is still being played a lot today and it still has new episodes coming out, it's not anything like its heyday when it was being aired constantly all the time. And for the most part, a lot of the hype around Teen Titans Go is leveled out. It's just a show now. I don't see people hating on it as much as I do. If anything, more people have come to accept the show, and it's just kind of in this like middle ground in the cartoon community. But recently, some new streaming news came out that completely reshapes the situation. Let me explain. So a little bit ago, Teen Titans Go was added to Hulu along with all of the other Cartoon Network shows, which allowed people to stream it at their convenience. It was great. But according to Eric J. Pringle, who was an animation director and a higher up working on Teen Titans Go, I found out yesterday that Teen Titans Go had the highest amount of streams for a children's show in 2018 on Hulu. That means people are choosing to watch the show rather than being subjected to it by a network's overscheduling habit. Neat. Now, if this doesn't seem like big news to you, let me explain. One of the biggest criticisms about Teen Titans Go was that it was overplayed. However, this is direct proof that there are fans out there who are choosing to play Teen Titans Go all the time, literally to the point where it is the highest viewed children's show on Hulu. Even without Cartoon Network's overscheduling, this is still the most watched children's show on the entire platform by choice. This entire Eric J. Pringle Twitter thread is actually gold. He jokes around a lot with people in the replies. There's one point where he responds to an incredibly rude tweet with just okay, which is the perfect way to handle criticism. He even admits to some mistakes, calling the first season of Teen Titans Go and the first half of season 2 a dumpster fire, which shows that he's willing to admit mistakes, though I'm not sure if this is sarcasm or a joke. I'm not sure how to read this. At one point, somebody said they wanted CN to air more OKKO and regular show, which he agreed with. He's on our side here. Now, it's not a surprise that Teen Titans Go has fans, okay? We knew that there was a huge fan base for the show. That's why it was doing so well. But this right here, this is direct proof that that fan base is still alive and well. Teen Titans Go is still a powerhouse, and it's even dominating entire new platforms of watching television. I was sitting here thinking that the Teen Titans Go hype was kind of dying down, but in reality, it was just finding a whole new platform to completely dominate. The craziest thing about it being the most highly rated children's cartoon on Hulu, however, is that it's going up against more than just Cartoon Network shows. Not only did Teen Titans Go beat the ratings of every other Cartoon Network show, it is now beating the ratings of every single children's show on Hulu. And there's a lot more there than just on Cartoon Network. If anything, this is a way bigger accomplishment, and it blows my mind that Teen Titans Go is doing this still in 2019. I'm sure this is really good for Cartoon Network, and I'm sure they're extremely excited about this, and this is definitely going to shape their opinion of streaming in the future and how they're going to handle it. With information like that, Cartoon Network might decide to get a little cocky like all of the other cable networks and take it back for their own streaming purposes. Why would they let Hulu reap the benefits if it's their show bringing in all the streams? At the very least, this just shows the divide between cable television, which is dying, and streaming, which is thriving. This is definitely an uncertain time for television, but you have to admit that this Teen Titans Go situation is the perfect representation of how streaming and television are going right now. But the most important takeaway from this entire story is that Teen Titans Go is unstoppable. It's a huge show with a huge fan base that a lot of people love, and nothing will ever take it down. Not even a bad Lil Yachty rap song. But despite all of this, I want to know what you guys think about the situation. Were you keeping up with Teen Titans Go? Do you care about it anymore? Does this news surprise you? Are you not surprised at all? Let us know in those comments down below, or tweet to us at Roundtable Vids or me at @StretchRNemo. As always, if you want to consider helping out the Roundtable, you can become a member of the channel or support us on Patreon and get exclusive access to scripts and avatars. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, share it, and subscribe to the Roundtable for more incredible cartoon content, guys. As always, I'm Nemo, this is a cartoon news video, and I will see you next time. Peace.